Welcome, 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 ladies. So I'm super excited to be here. And today we're talking about how to sell more with less work. How many of you women want to sell more and do less work? Well, it is possible. And I'm going to give you exactly five ways to do that and going into the new year. So my name is Becky LaFave, better known as She's in Charge of Business. And my mission is to empower women entrepreneurs to monetize their brand while building a profitable online business without sacrificing their souls. So if that is you, drop in the chat. Let me know you're ready. Now, I know this is the holiday season and everybody is in full gear and excited for the new year coming in. And so many of us are talking about these things going into the new year, how to set your goals. And so here's tip 297, like I like to say, selling more online is keeping it real. Keeping it real. So the times where people are just following magazine looking things or of a worthy feed, right? It's all magazine perfect looking. Nobody really cares about that anymore. They really care, are you keeping it real? Are you keeping it real, right? So if you really want to make money online, you have to build the know, like, and trust factor. And I know this isn't new to you, right? I know that's not new to you. If this is your first time hearing this or your hundredth time, let's say that again, hearing this, because it is so true. And this is how you do it. By number one, plan. Show up consistently, confidently, right? Authentically with a specific plan. Your specific goals, right? That your brain needs a plan, a roadmap, right? If you're just showing up and winging it, you're never going to make it out on the online space. So we just did this planning session last week, I believe it was. Yeah, last Tuesday. And if you do not have the plan for the new year, you don't have your goal set, the vision, the strategy to get there, and you want to learn that, drop in link below, and I'll make sure that you get that link. It was a powerful 60-minute session where women left feeling so empowered, had a clear plan, and was super excited. So make sure to drop link in. So how much money do you want to make? That should be the first question you ask yourself. How much money do you want to make? What does your business look like, right? What does your business look like? And here is the IPP, intentional profit plan, right? An intentional profit plan. How are you going to grow your sales? What does your plan to grow your sales look like? And most people say, well, I don't know, I'll just go live. Or most of them are not even going live to grow, right? To grow their audience, to grow their sales, to be consistent. So here's some of the things that I want you to think about and look back. What sales did you make over this last year? Okay, what sales did you make? And, I always say, it always leaves you clues whenever you made a sale. So I don't care if you made one or you've made 10 or you've made 100, there's clues in that. So how did you make the sale, right? What was you doing to make those sales? So look back to move forward. What was working? What didn't work? What might you do differently, right? So important to ask yourself and to create that success pattern, because there's patterns and, success leaves clues. So what are you going to do in the new year, right, to make those sales? Well, look at your past to see where did you make those sales? How did you make them, right? Now, also think about your referrals. Did you ask for referrals? How did you go about getting new referrals? Those are important because those are fantastic sales. Most of my business career over the last 31 years has been referrals. Referrals are a powerful way for business, right? Because how many of you trust a friend or trust a coworker or trust a family member to give a referral? You're most likely to check into it and buy or join or whatever because you were referred. So referrals are so powerful. And if you're not asking for referrals, you need to start asking for referrals. Okay. So, was it over this last year making sales? I have a slight cough coming on. So sorry about that. So were you in the DMs building relationships? Were you creating challenges, right? Were you creating challenges where you were nurturing people inside of a group? So I want you to think about your past sales because, like I said, they'll all leave you clues on how you're going to make new sales in the new year and how you can get better at doing that, right? So, number 2, content. Huge content, right? Intentional content, right? Have an intentional content calendar. No more of the days of just winging it because let's face it, it's exhausting. Just winging content is exhausting. You need to have a content plan, a strategy set up. I don't care if it's for a week, a month, even the year, right? Depending on where you're at in your business, it could be a week, it could be a month. Maybe you're doing month to month, right? Maybe you planned out the year, you know what you want to do for the year, but you create the content week to week or month to month. I don't care what it is, but you need to get a plan in place. So you're not constantly winging it. And so, knowing who you serve, knowing what you want to be, right? What are you all about, right? I'm all about building a legacy and an impact. I want to impact more women, right? I want to help them build that brand, build that business online. And so, it would be hard pressed to rip me away from the computer. It's like, hi, Becky. Yeah, you do have a family. So if you could right now wave the magic wand and ask yourself, what is it that you want, right? What is it that you want? And really sit down with that and ask yourself. I feel like most people never ask what they want, so they don't ever get what they want. And I don't care what age you are, it doesn't matter. What do you want? Right? Ask yourself, what do you want? The key pieces of content that you're going to use to get your message across weekly. You show up weekly, right? What is that key information? I go weekly, I go live weekly. You can tell I got a little bit of a cold brain right now. I go live weekly every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Sometimes it's Pacific Time. So we just changed, right? So Mountain Standard Time. And I also use an email list. I also use my stories, my Facebook group. What is it that you're utilizing to grow in this area? You got to have that key content for these areas. And so what is it that you're going to be doing in this year? Okay. So important. Number 3, develop an intentional sales funnel. Map out the conversations, right? Map out your conversations to close and develop. Okay. So how do you take a conversation and convert it into a closing a sale, and offering them a solution, right? You want to offer them solutions. So I want you to write out your sales funnel. Now, it doesn't have to be like this big sales funnel that you are seeing out online. It could be a very simple sales funnel, right? So how do you connect, right? Write it out. How do you connect? How do you qualify them? And then how do you expose them? How do you expose them? Then do you get them into a group and nurture them? Are they on an email list? Keeping it super simple, a drip campaign, right? How are you nurturing them and offering them a solution and closing them? So there's different ways of the sale funnel to be, right? So you're building relationships, you're getting over in the DMs, you're qualifying them to see if they're even a good fit, and then you're exposing them to what you have, right? And then you go in and you close them in the sale. Now, if you don't close them, where are you nurturing them, right? Where are you nurturing them? So powerful to know that, because a group email list, all of the things, you could be doing the text messaging, which is working great for a lot of people. Okay, so where are you doing this? Write it out so you have the plan. Number 4, become intentional with your consistency, making those steps consistent in your business, your daily method of operation is non-negotiable, right? I have been going live since 2017, which doesn't look like much right now because all of my social media has been taken away and now I'm rebuilding my Instagram, rebuilding my Facebook, right? Rebuilding my group because everything was wiped out. So, but I'm very intentional. I stay consistent and I am consistently going live for the last 5 years, consistently putting out content, been very consistent. Unfortunately, I'm in rebuild mode like most of you now because I've lost everything. But I have no excuses, right? I want you to say, I have no more excuses. I'm committed and I'm going to become very intentional with my content. This is what happens when you get very consistent in your beliefs in what you're going to do out on that space. And that's when sales come in. Okay. Number 5, set a daily intention to create a miracle morning routine. This is one of the most important things. I don't care if you have all the other things down, but your mindset ain't right. You ain't going to make sales. If your mindset ain't right, you will not make a sale. I hear it over and over. I'm struggling because your mindset ain't right. If you work on your mindset more than you work on anything else, you will make more sales. I guarantee it. I used to hear this all the time. I didn't quite understand it, but it's the truth. It is how you set your morning up creates the day for success. Okay. So what is your routine? You can't expect change overnight. So you have to create that routine for your mindset every single day. So you've got to tell yourself you're awesome. I'm going to do this. I'm going to crush it. It is my time now, right? That's how you make sales. That's how you're going to create more business in the new year and having fun doing it. So you're going to be consistent. You're going to set up the content. You're going to set up that miracle morning routine. And you are going to tell yourself every single day that you're going to crush it, right? And you're going to have a roadmap to get it done, right? No more winging it. Get straight with your mindset. And so if you don't have the roadmap, if you don't have your goals, your vision, and a strategy to get there, and you want that masterclass that I did, it was a 60-minute masterclass that can set your year up for success, drop link below or message me link and we will make sure that you get it. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. And next week, I am going to be sharing all about how to set up your miracle morning. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure to join me then. All right. Take care. Have a great day and we'll see you soon.